Hello and welcome guys to another YGOPro episode. Today we have Digital Bugs to present to you. It's a deck that's coming out soon in Shining Victories, and I gotta say this deck is pretty hilarious, but it's very inconsistent and slow at the same time. Tried it out for a couple of quite a while actually, and played a couple of games with some mates and online random people, and it's very difficult to get a win. It relies quite a bit on Xyz summoning, so the idea of the deck is to change battle positions of cards. They have 3 main deck cards that are Digital Bugs, and it's called Centibit, Web Soldier, and Cocoon Dancer. This guy is basically the Wolf Bark, so if you put him into defense position, it resurrects a digital. It doesn't have to be a digital bug actually, it has to be a light insect level 3. Monster from your graveyard, so that works with Bachi as well. And this guy summons one from the hand by going to defense position, and the best one is Centibit, but you got to change it to defense position manually, not by internal effect, to summon one from the deck. So it's like a tour guide, but very slow, because you need to go to defense position manually, not by the internal effect. So they're all lights, of course, so we play 2 honest in this deck, and the engine that's really good right now for rank 3s is Speedroids, so we play triple Terratop, and I like playing 2 Caterpie with 3 Terratop, so in this deck, because you need to rank 3 quite a bit, so 3 Terratop, 2 Caterpie. I think Terratop's probably going to go to 1 at some point. I feel bad for Synchros, because Terratop is, it gives Xyz Monarchs as well, and Rituals, better support than they get from the Terratop. But triple Terratop's very good. We also play triple Howling Insect. This monster, if it gets destroyed, you spec 1 digital bug, insect from your deck with 1500 or less attack. Of course, this is good. If your opponent kills it, you can summon a Centibit from the deck in attack position. Then they hopefully don't kill it or something during that turn, and then you switch to defense position. You summon either a Cocoon or a Web Soldier from the deck. These guys are once per turn to go to defense position, I believe. Yeah, but to summon, they don't have a once per turn restriction to summon cards from the grave, hand, or deck. So very useful to combo with Call the Haunted and Zero Gravity and stuff, which we do play. And that's all the monsters we play. 1 Regeki is quite good. So Book of Moon, it's useful because if you combine it with the best rank 3, I think this deck is Sky Radiator. You can no, sorry, not Sky Radiator, the Core Badge. If something on the field changes battle position, you can just equip a light insect from the grave to it as a Xyz material, so you can get a Bachi or whatever from your grave and equip it. And that's also the same with Quaking Mirror Force, Curse of Anubis, and Zero Gravity. I think Zero Gravity is pretty good. Curse of Anubis not so good, but each have their own positives and negatives. This only works on effect monsters for 1, and the second bit is you can't change the battle position of it, so if you have a Xyz monster on play already, it's not very convenient, but it's useful for these main deck Xyz monster, because you're going to Xyz summon anyway afterwards. We play 2 Twin Twisters because it's useful sometimes to discard cards, which is why we play 1 with Mathematician to set up the Cocoon plays. And we play 2 Storage Challenge. This lets you do double battle damage on Xyz monsters, and he gains 600 attack for each Xyz material attack attached to it. So very useful. If you combine it with Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger is very strong. Just do shitloads of piercing damage, and of course when you Xyz with Web Soldier, your opponent's monsters go 0 defense and go defense position as well. So if you combine it with this, you can probably do like 5k plus piercing damage. That's part of the main combo of the deck. And we play 2 of the digital bug, Call the Haunted. It was basically summon 2 level 3 insect monsters from a graveyard. So that also works with Howling Insect and Bachi, which means that but the effect's negative, which the other negative, which I play 2 Call the Haunted the expense of 1 of these, and that also works. So, and the graveyard effect is quite useful because you can just banish it and make your insects 2 ranks the same rank as the Xyz monster you banish from your graveyard. So if you have this in the grave, you can just banish it and then make them all rank 5, so you can make this instantly without needing to go to the rank 3 basically. And that's all the traps that we play, including 1 Solemn, just because we have 1 spare room. And Xyz, let's go and play 3 Sky Radiators. Keep in mind you can't use Howling Insect or Terratop to make this, which is why I play triple Giga Brilliant. But Sky Radiator can only be made with the Bachi and the Digital Bugs. So this one is very good. This card's probably the best Xyz, as I said, and it can negate a monster effect and change the battle position of it. So if you combine it with Web Soldier, you can just negate the effect of something and make it a 0 defense, and you can overlay onto a core badge over it by detaching 2 Xyz material. And this one's effect is detach one and shuffle a defense position monster on the field, your opponent's side of the field, to the deck. So if you combine it with this card and or Sky Radiator, if you don't have this in Xyz material, you can just shuffle any monster your opponent has on the field, because you will always have one Xyz material on it, and it will be either Giga Brilliant or the Sky Radiator. Play 1 Breaksword, 1 Nightmare Shell, pretty strong rank 3s, and that's all the rank 3s and 5s. And we play 1 Frozen Lady of Justice. This card is a Dark Hole, a Raigeki for all defense position monster your opponent controls, so it combos well with Sandstorm Mirror Force, Quaking Mirror Force, Zero Gravity, Curse of Anubis. And you can also overlay it onto your core badge. So core badge can also shuffles it away, so you shuffle away a floater, for example, and then you can just Raigeki defense position them with Frozen Lady of Justice by popping all of them. So you just play 1 though, because it's very situational, and we play 2 Guy Dragon for the charger. Of course, combos well with Stoic Challenge. You can even overlay it on Frozen Lady of Justice after doing your plays for more damage, because this guy is quite weak, 7500 attack. And finally we play 1 Rhinosibus. It's very difficult to summon this one, and the only time I've summoned it is when I use this to banish cards and make them rank 5s, level 5s, and make the rank 5 instantly with 2 Xyz material, and detach 2 off that to summon this one. This one is basically a Guy Dragon of the charger, because it gives it piercing damage, and never use this effect. Wants to destroys one opponent controls with the highest defense, so it doesn't care about the battle position, that's why. But only play 1 because you rarely go into it, but it might come up in some situations. I forgot to mention Bachi also gives you piercing damage if you have it under the monster as the piercing damage, so it doesn't give these guys piercing damage, which is quite useful. And here's some of the texts I've tried out. There's Galaxy Worm. It's an OCG exclusive card. We don't have it, so I took it out. I was playing it before, but it's quite useful. It's also one of the most expensive cards in OCG right now. It's from the special move pack or something, I can't remember. And I was trying out Brilliant Fusion with the double normal summon Seraphinite and AD Changer, because it's a light target. Of course, they're all light as well, so you can dump whatever you want. Foolish, Develop Sanctuary, blah blah blah, and all these Windstorm, Etaqua. You might know some of these cards already. So let's go watch a couple of replays that we have got. One of the games I played them quite a while ago, so the deck might have changed significantly from there. And here we go. We start with Terratop, and we summon a Giga Brilliant, and we go into Corbage instantly by making the rank 3 over it. Just touch 2 off the Giga Brilliant, and we play against Red Eyes, so they go to the egg after they do Dragon Shrine and make their dude henched with the equipped monster. But we use Quaking Mirror Force to go to defense position. Now we're going to shuffle it away, and we're just going to use this to summon one from the hand. And since we changed the battle position of something, we can equip an insect from the grave to this guy as an Xyz material. This guy's pretty good because of the Fiendish Chain, so we're going to hit 4k there. The Red Eyes play setting up their grave, and they're going with the Armades guy, but they don't really care because we can change the defense position to negate the effect. But they have a Booby Trap E here for some reason. We're gonna shuffle this to the deck now because it's 2/5 defense, pretty big, which is a problem. And now that got changed the battle position again. Now this card can get another one, so there's 2 in there now. So we could have made a Rhinosibus there. There we go. That was a game actually. The Fiendish Chain set from the Booby Trap E, but we have 2/2 monster and 1/8 monster on the field, so that was a pretty quick game. I decided pretty quickly. And this one was against Raccoons with United We Stand, I guess. And surprising they didn't drop a Obelisk School turn 1 over here. They do have Solemn Strike to stop the first Giga Brilliant. So Terratop's once per turn to search, so we decided to just keep it in hand. Tantan's pretty strong though, and this one's going to pop our set Bluff Switch Challenge. So we're going to Booker Moon the Sander you here. And now for the second round of Terratop, we have a Giga Brilliant summoning a Core Badge. I shouldn't have used effect, I should just attack because I knew it was a Tantan. instead of shuffling it back into the deck. Now they have they have triple United We Stand in hand, which is ridiculous, meaning that this guy can go to 5/8 and it will copy its 3/4 attack. But we have Quaking Mirror Force to put the Tantan back to prevent death during that turn. And unfortunately, tokens can't be switched to defense position with this guy's effect for some reason. So we use Zero Gravity here to change the defense position manually and attack and clear both. Wisely enough, they saved the Obelisk in hand to make a Fabled Unicorn late game, which is pretty good since I've got no more cards in hand, and that's pretty much game. Since they have Fabled Unicorn control, whatever I draw, it doesn't really matter because it'll be negated mandatorily, and it's just a dead solid warning anyway. So that was the game against Raccoons, and this was one of the long games against Gusto, against my good friend Scott. This duel was interrupted, I believe, because one of us disconnected. I think it was me who disconnected. Like my internet just died for some reason, but it was a really good game. It was quite a long game, and I was gonna call a hunted back the core badge here. So if I switch him to defense position, I can equip one and then change his, put his thing in to the deck, because I know it's a floater, it's a Gusto deck, so putting it back to the deck is a good answer. Now, we don't really have any good plays here, but we got the top deck this guy, so we have a Scar Radiator, but they bottomlessed it. So we save it with Booker Moon, because I like this card quite a lot. And there they are with the Dragoonity plays. This is the Dragoonity Gusto deck, by the way. And there is the Gusto stuff happening, and there's the Chanbara, but we have Zero Gravity, which is really good sometimes. It's pretty funny to have that card. Just normal summon Caterpie because we already got a monster in the field. The Frozen Lady is just this, will just pop all the defense position monsters, so we didn't expect a Storming Mirror Force here, which ruined our Xyz monsters since they all go back to hand. I just lost everything there. There they are with the Debris Dragon. That's 1500 damage to us. We went through quite a lot of stuff here. Top deck a Raigeki. So we just cleared their board now. Both players are top decking pretty much. And they got their trap card there. Drawing pretty badly with the Storage Challenge. Very useless at this point in the game. Good thing Zackenberg's defense is pretty big. Good thing we didn't leave it in attack position either. So it's gonna put Sensibit here. Force them to attack, and they're gonna do their Custo stuff now with Pilica. I believe they're not normal summon yet, but Twin Twisters will trigger the Gusto Griffin, which will summon a Calm. Let's just draw into the Ravine. The Wombo combo is real here, and they get their Dragoonity plays as well. I believe they can Trish here somewhere, I don't know. But they didn't do it, they made it Hastor instead, so they got 3 level 4s on the field. But we changed its defense position, and it's when I disconnected. It's either a disconnection or the replay got bugged, but I can't remember, it was quite a while ago. But that was a really good game. I think I lost in the end there, but I couldn't remember how, because you can see the board state here. I think I'm in Latin Chidori or something that OTK'd me. So yeah, there you have it. There is a couple of replays with digital bugs. I've seen some builds merging with Insectors, but I prefer keeping it pure mostly. So I'm not sure about Curse of Anubis. I've just put it in. It was used to be triple Zero Gravity and triple Call the Haunted, but I found early on Call the Haunted was really dead. So we're trying out Curse of Anubis now. But what do you think of this build? It's pretty. This deck's pretty slow, but it's pretty fun. And I would love to see some other builds that are merged with Insectors, because Insectors are dark and this is a light deck, so meaning they're all chaos and stuff, I don't know. But you can't really exceed into Scar Radiator using Insectors, so I'm not sure if it's going to work, but the Howling Insect can also search Insector Dragonfly, so maybe that will work. But yeah, there you have it. Digital bugs here. On Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro is Jam, 8 character free here. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye. See ya.